Hey, this is Corey with Wolfpack Woodcraft, and today we're going to continue with the 10C series. And today's C is a container, and I see a lot of people walking around with a container, which is really good, but I don't think they've ever taken the time to sit down and figure out why they chose the container they chose. So today let's sit down and go over the pros and cons of why you should choose the container you choose. So stay tuned. Oh, it's hot. All right, so a lot of people carry a container. I just drank half of this because it's very hot out. But a lot of people carry these plastic bottles. And now I own these plastic bottles because they're delicious, for one. And for two, they're lightweight and they're convenient, right? It's easy to just grab a bottle of water and start drinking it and not having to worry about anything else. Also, I like using these because what I like to do is, especially in the summer, I'll fill them up like 3/4 full, and then I'll freeze them, and then I'll throw them in the cooler, and then I can use them as ice to keep my cooler cold. And then as the water melts or the ice melts, I then have drinking water. And so it kind of is a dual purpose for camping. But looking at other containers, I have a lot of option here. I have a sports bottles with a water filter in it. I have pots, and I have nesting cups, and I have cook kits, and I have metal water bottles. I have these foldable cups, or water bottles rather. And so there's lots of options when it comes to containers. And I just want to give you my thoughts on it. So when I think about carrying a container, you guys all know that I like to carry my stainless steel water bottle and my nesting cup. And I usually carry this inside of this on the bottom, right? And so my mentality when I'm thinking about a container is we've all watched the reality shows, right? When you're watching these reality shows, these containers serve so many different purposes, right? When they're down by the lake or the pond and they catch fish, that container is what that pot or the whatever they have is what's carrying those fish from the lake or the pond back to camp. When they catch something in a trap or they hunt something, they gut it out and they cook it in that container, that same container, right? When they're thirsty, they boil the water to make it safe to drink in that container. That container serves so many purposes. It feeds them, it hydrates them, it carries things from point A to point B without contaminating it. It serves a wide variety of purposes. And so when you think of a container such as your standard plastic water bottle, if I had to rely on something like this on one of those reality shows, I would fail, right? If somebody else had a pot, this pot comes with a lot of accessories, but this pot, right, or this plastic water bottle, who's gonna be in a better situation, right? And then even once more, if I have a whole cook kit with a pan and a pot, right? So got a little pan, and I got a pot, right? So I got all these different containers all in one. I mean, an even better situation. So containers are important, right? Because having this water bottle gives me 16 fluid ounces of water. Having this sports bottle gives me, I think, 20 ounces of water. So right there, I have more drinking water. But I also have a water filter in here. So I can dump this into a pond or a lake or something, and I have another 20 ounces. So this could keep me hydrated for a whole weekend, or this could keep me hydrated for a whole afternoon, right? Where this, as you can see, it's been in the fire a few times, but this could keep me hydrated indefinitely because I could go get water, boil it, make it safe to drink by boiling it, and just always have drinkable water. Plus, if I had to, I could cook in it. Plus, if I had to, I could carry things with it. So this will serve me better than this, right? So a container, yes, it's a convenient item that a lot of us carry every day, but I don't think a lot of you actually stop to think about why you carry it or the benefits of carrying what you carry, right? And a lot of bushcrafters or survivalists, they just grab their stainless steel bottle and go, you know, and they forget why they chose it in the first place. They forget its versatility. They forget the options that they have with their container, right? And so it's important to always stop and remember these things, you know, even if you are a professional, even if you always remember your stainless steel container and you always have it with you and you've never forgot it and you know how to boil water in it and you know how to do everything, it's still important to stop and think about, yes, this is why I carry it. And it's also important to be reminded that, hey, I've been carrying the stainless steel and these are the reasons I carry it, but is there a better option? Because maybe a heavy cover titanium canteen might be a better option because those are light. They are super light, right? So if you're trying to cut the weight in your kit, maybe switching over to a titanium instead of stainless steel, it's just as durable. You can still boil, you can still do all the things you can do with stainless steel, but it's a fraction of the weight, you know? And so by stopping and thinking, you kind of get outside that box and you kind of get outside the habits and you kind of find better options. You find different options and you constantly evolve. You're always learning and growing, and hopefully we can learn and grow together. And the best way of doing that is by leaving your knowledge and your questions in that comment section. And then make sure to like and share these videos to help spread that knowledge to the people we care about most. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and come join the pack. I'll have a new video every Sunday and Thursday, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say on the next one. Thanks, guys.